Welcome to Arnav's world. Today is Geography Day, the first Geography Day. Yes. Okay. So many people think that geography is just maps. Maps means world maps, country maps, city maps, or just some temperature maps like those. But maps, this is wrong. The actual definition of geography is, it is the study of places and the relationship between people and the environment. So, geography comes from the Greek word geographia, which means earth description. The first person who used the word geographia was Eratosthenes of Cyrene. He is called the father of geography because he discovered the word geography. He discovered it way back at 276 to 194 BC. Can you imagine it? Okay, so geography is in two types: human geography and physical geography. Human geography means people, communities, cultures, and economy. People means types of people, races of people, or anything about people. So one example is color which people are, how dark or how fair they are. Okay. Near the equator they would be more darker because there would be more exposure to the sun. But near the poles they would be more fair because they have less exposure to the sun than their equatorial friends. Okay, the next one is communities, cultures, and economy, right? So economy means poor and rich people. That means how much money people have out there. One example is people in fertile lands or near gold mines or any mines, they would be rich because they can sell all those articles of gold or food. Then by selling those they get money and they would become rich. But in rocky areas there are nothing, not even trees to stay there. So no one lives there. Or at least people who live there are very poor. So the next is physical geography. Physical geography means atmosphere, hydrosphere, and biosphere. Various landforms are so like mountains, hills, rivers, lakes, etc. Climates like cool climates, hot climates, any climates. Seasons, which are like winter, fall, etc. So now I will show you, draw a good map of the world. I need to rub it. So the world map consists of 7 continents and 5 oceans, which are the first. I'll show you the continents. I'm writing Asia, which is the biggest continent. Asia is the biggest continent, I said. Okay. Now, Asia is also the most populated continent, which means it has the most people. It has 4.8 billion people. That is 48 with 9 zeros. Yeah, 9 zeros. Can you imagine that? Here is Japan and all these islands. So the next one is Africa. So this is Africa. You may know Africa as a country with poor people and many people starve in this area. We must help these Africans. So some facts about Africa is, there is the longest river which covers 10. Yes, 10 countries. It is called the Nile and is in Africa, of course. Okay, and it is also the second biggest continent with the biggest desert, the Sahara Desert. Isn't it beautiful? Okay, the next one is North America. I think I completed all of the space left. It is like this with many islands, with the biggest island in the world being this island called Greenland, which is actually ruled by a country in Europe, a country in both Europe and North America. Just madness. Okay, another fact about this continent, it has the USA. Many people like to go there. Yeah, and many islands also are here. Okay, the next continent is South America. Yeah, you may know this continent as a continent with a big forest, a very wet forest known as the Amazon rainforest here. It is the biggest rainforest and the biggest forest also, but it is getting smaller because of people cutting woods and many wildfires. It has the biggest river, the Amazon River, and has the biggest uninterrupted waterfalls. Uninterrupted waterfalls means normally waterfalls go like this, but uninterrupted waterfalls go like straight down. The waterfall is located right somewhere there. It is known as Angel Falls because it looks like the water is coming from angels. The next one is Antarctica. Antarctica is the last discovered continent ever. It was discovered on 1730. All others were discovered just like 1,000 years, even 3,000 years before this was discovered. So, Antarctica is the continent with the most ice sheet, and it is only made of ice sheets. These ice sheets are made of water, drinking water, and it contains 90 to 60% of the world's drinking water. Yes, wanna drink that? Okay, the next one is Europe. Yes, Europe. I think I mistakenly wrote it, but okay, it's okay. Iceland and these countries. If you know the war between Ukraine and Russia, you may have read it. And Ukraine is here. Russia is also this big compared to Ukraine. Okay, the next continent and the smallest continent too is Australia. Australia is country and the continent. The country is this and the continent has many hundreds of islands. New Zealand, here's just all over the map, all over the Pacific Ocean. These are the continents. Now I will explain you the oceans. Okay, so the biggest ocean is the Pacific Ocean. It stretches from here to here. Can you imagine that? So big. Very, very big. Even here it goes. It's so big. And it has the deepest point in all of the world. The Mariana Trench, which is like here. And the Challenger Deep, which is the deepest point of the Mariana Trench. Like somewhere there. Okay, the next one is the Atlantic Ocean. Yes, I am saying again, if you know about the war between Russia and Ukraine, you may have heard about NATO. NATO means North here Atlantic. This is the Atlantic Ocean. Treaty organization because all of its countries are in the North Atlantic. It's so understandable. The next one is the Indian Ocean, named by India itself. Hi. Next is the Southern Ocean, the ocean containing Antarctica. And the last and final is the Arctic Ocean, which contains only water, very low islands, which means it is only made of ice. The Arctic is only made of ice. Yeah, you can see it if you want to for some while. And this is all of the oceans, continents, and the beginning of the geographic series. Bye.